ஏதோ ஈர்ப்பு சக்தி இருக்கும், like something will pull you on to that. And if I do something bad, only I'm responsible now. I can't blame, the producer said it has to release, or director said this, so I went and took all this decision and then said, what have you done? You put so much of money in a new place. What's going to happen? And all this Bayangotra, formulas for karma. நல்லது பண்ணா நல்லது நடக்கும், கெட்டது பண்ணா கெட்டது நடக்கும். இதுல நம்ம பாரம்பரியம் இல்ல, இது வந்து folk music நல்லா இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு we go back to our base and we realize the importance of coming back to our culture. I never think 90s and 2000, and for me music is music and it's about an emotion. And the Maja platform actually இப்போ வரல, அது ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஒரு 10 வருஷமா மைண்ட்ல இருந்தது. நிறைய உலர படம் சாம இருக்கேன். யூ வாட்ச் இட். அப்புறம் படத்துக்கு போகாம இருக்க மாட்டேன் நான் கேட்டேன். மூவிஸ்ன்றது வந்து ஒரு எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு அடிக்ஷன் இல்லையா? ஐ மீன் சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து we see movies, we emote to it and all kinds of movies. நான் ஜேம்ஸ் பாண்ட் படம் இதெல்லாம் சின்ன வயசுல பார்த்திருக்கோம். And the fascination of where it takes us is a fantastic thing. But it's a learning process. Like everybody can't do that. So I've been involved in cinema from childhood. You all know about that stuff. So when I went to England, Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote a Bombay Dreams பண்ணும்போது Andrew Lloyd Webber தான் கேட்டார், வந்து உங்ககிட்ட ஏதாவது ஸ்டோரி இருக்கா? ஸ்டோரியா? எதுக்கு எங்கிட்ட கேட்குறேன்? நான் வந்து மியூசிக் கம்போசர் தான். கேட்கும்போது அப்போதான் தெரிஞ்சது, லைக் everything is a part of creativity and an emotion and experience, psychology, philosophy. Then slowly I think I put the trap in myself, saying that music dhaan pannuva, I don't know. At the same time trying to be careful. Are you worthy enough? Can you do it? Because it costs big money and other people's lives, other people's trust. So slowly that whole idea, I think also my exec producer Karan Grover, he was constantly pushing me, you should take a movie. And I was like, summa riya ni vera enithu vilthu vidadandra mari, I was telling him. And then one fine day, I think I was flying, I told the story to everyone. 2010 was a very, very tough year. I was dodging bullets, damage control, Detroit, all that stage collapsed. Everything finished, we went back, did a commitment of doing the shows, and then lightness coming back to India, I think this story came. And then I told 3 ideas were there. One of the ideas I told to some of my friends, and this is a nice idea, it's like romantic, but then I realized it can't just be that simple. It has to have many other layers to it. Developed it, studied screenwriting a bit, did workshop, this, that, and started telling people. When I started telling people, then automatically when I tell, some other scenes will get added to it, which was never there. Even the frequency of, as if people saying, you're talking better now, because I've been narrating stories. Because so I articulate better, phrases and scenes and ideas. And so all that happened. Then I said, definitely I can't direct it because I don't have any experience. Writing and envisioning something is there, but we need somebody who's solid in the art, technicality and everything. So a man was there. I called him so one of my friends from MTV suggested, this guy is there, Vishwesh Krishnamurthy. So I thought some old guy is going to come, some Krishnamurthy. Our man is there on Skype and we spoke from LA. And so every time I said, did you watch this ad? Did you watch this program? I said, no. He said, I only directed it. And so I went back to his channel and found that all my favorite stuff on TV was his stuff. And music documentary. Yeah, then it began there. Then we found Ideal Group coming and, they heard it and they felt like it's a really nice story and very interesting project. Then we wanted to cast someone. And everybody suggesting big names. Then I said, no, big names are good, but will they, go study something? We're starting something fresh. We're not continuing what people have left, but isolatedly we're doing with a lot of courage. So we found Yehan, then we found Edel C, we found Tenzin, we found Ranjit Bharod. Then two of my favorites, Manisha Koirala and Lisa Ray. We asked them and they agreed. It was amazing. Yeah, then it went into. There were two worlds actually initially. Like there was this music world and the art world. So the art world is from Sophia, the girl who comes. And her art is also very unique because you'll know why you watch the movie. So the combination of this, and these are the two things which are very unique to the movie, I felt like, and also underexplored. Art is something in India where till I went to England, I didn't even know the worth of how artists were respected. I was like this. So then I realized that in the movies, we should take things deeper and show the value for these things. And they're not just like hobbies, but they could be real professions and that could lead a whole generation to something very beautiful. Everything's about engagement. Even if your person goes on stage and he blabbers anything, people they start clapping. Please get out and run it. You've seen that happen. So everything should be perfect. Only things which are needed should come out. At the same time, at the end of it, you should feel like elevated. Oh my God, I got information which is elevating me. Which is so that feeling is. If you have many things like Kichdi Marindalo, you won't feel that. And so that is one thing. There's no university for this. Everyone has their own voice. And how voice is like unique. It's our team fully. Writing or his direction or screenplay or the camera work or, the faces, how they look. The casting was very, very, very important, because we wanted this movie to appeal to the whole world. And so we didn't want to do many experiments in this movie. Some of the stuff should be safe. I think that's what led to the delay also. Like new writer, new director, new cameraman, new hero, new heroine, new singers. And so for that courage, I think they say, like Ilam Kandru Bayam Ariyadan. I think there was a sense of courage which came, because I didn't know the norms before. So I went and took all this decision and then said, what have you done? You put so much of money in the new place. You know what's going to happen, and all this Bayangutra. I think right now, when the trailer came in and the songs came in, the love's been pouring. And also people are in different frequencies. Suddenly they're seeing Bahubali, they're seeing Karan Johar, they're seeing many other beautiful Mani Ratnam sir, from Shankar sir. And in that, we wanted people to have time to listen to the music and listen to also our voice of filmmaking and our vision. And this is not just this movie, this 10 years or 9 years what we spent, and Vishwa spent almost 5 years. It's not just about this movie, it's about many other things to come. It was a foundation for a very alternate space to express. And somehow there was probably 20-25 ideas floating on. Because if you kickstart creative thing, it'll never stop. It's not like I'm doing something and stopping. Shopping money. Very beginning, the whole one line of the story is one guy has to write 100 songs to win a girl. One guy has to defeat 10 warriors to win a girl. And in Ramayana, it's like you have to take the bow and arrow, and everything has a task, right? You can't get girls easily. So oru part illa, no oru part eludhu. Let's see your worth in the money. And for a creative person, Vishwesh has put that stuff. It takes 100 songs to do one proper song. Nari per career they've done many songs. One song, two songs are popular. Yeah. Adamari though, so this hero gets challenged. Like, can you write 100 potent songs, which become super hits? Imagine, man. It's like suicidal. Pressure and humiliation also. If he doesn't write himself, he's going to say, I can write it, he says. But then what he goes through is the journey of, that kind of song. I think, first of all, you're working with very competent people and all new people. So the enthusiasm on the face is cool. Like the enthusiasm on Vishwesh's face, or Navneet, who's wrote the Hindi lyrics, or like Ihan's face, that actually encourages you. The way they look at me actually pushes me. It's like, oh my God. And the way that tells things to me, like, I got inspired by this. And so you can't do something when people trust you and there's adulation in a way. It gives you more responsibility, gives you more time to probably go in and just say, I think I can do better. I think we can do better. I think because nobody's now saying that there's no budget, there's no time, everything is done. If it comes from me and if I do something bad, only I'm responsible now. I can't blame, the producer knows that it has to release, or director said this. Correct, but also Vishwesh is a good bouncing board. Sometimes I send something, he said, I think it could be, this sounds like what you've done before, or this could be like this, or, he just suggests, let's not just, and also his taste of, for putting temp music on this, like some of the stuff he's put was so good that I had to beat that. And sometimes some of the stuff had to be redone like 9 times, 10 times a week. Even though he's not listening to it. Shall I show it to him? Shall I show it to him? And so it was, I think, even the last 2 years have been testing time for us, because when something new comes, and you breaking, everybody gets confused. Unless people are the ones who can respond. The industry people are always feel like, what is this? This is going to do well, or why is he putting 14 songs? We just need 5. We can promote that for 4 weeks. So many things have to be broken. Correct. This is the norms now. Like 4 hours promote panni, muchi release panni, next part the world now.
Correct.
I said, I'm not creating content. I'm creating life, soul, and art. At least you're trying, not that. And people are there to judge it. That's it. I think that's the motto. I think every artist, like if you take even Michelangelo, or if you take Da Vinci, or why does that work resonate with everybody in the world? It's not just work, but the layers and the soul connection which goes, personal experiences and the conviction. There's so many different things which nothing comes by fluke, even though like some things look very, very simple on the thing, but then you go under it, this is what the metaphoric meaning, this is symbolic meaning under this, and there's so many layers attached to it. வெளியில பார்க்கும்போது சும்மா ஒரு simple இது மாதிரி இருக்கும், ஏதோ ஈர்ப்பு சக்தி இருக்கும், like something will pull you onto that. And how do you find that? Each artist, it could be a painter, it could be a cartoonist, it could be a composer, it could be a poet. How do you find that one thing which resonates with everybody across languages, across cultures? And that is because then you have to be one with the universe. You have to be one with the consciousness. Be one understanding. You should be empathetic, and you should have that extra sense which you see yourself in everybody. And so that's one of the things which I always feel like I'm the first listener. Will I take something and throw it down the road, or will I keep it as a precious possession? And so this is the question I ask for even this movie. This for my music, for my words. And so there should not be anything unnecessary coming out, which I'll repeat later. I think self-assessment is enough. We don't need, we need criticism, but I said, I've already done that criticism. Thank you very much. And then you have time, you also nudge yourself. Like in many scenes were there, and the movie was actually, 3.5 hours. There were so many different scenes, and then finally we looked at it and said, do we need this? Do we need this? Do we need this? And people are, impatient now. They have so much. Do we need this information? Do we need this information? Okay, we need this information. If the scene can go and still the movie can work, we don't need that scene, even though we spent like crores of money shooting it. So that is, and some of the stuff we need it for. Okay, again, I can't tell much about it. Initially, what we wanted to do was, because it's a musical and has so many songs, we wanted to go perform in colleges and different cities. We planned so many things, but unfortunately, it couldn't happen. In a way, it was good that we put up a set in my studio and then we recorded 3 languages of the stuff. so that some of the songs which come in lesser duration in the movie, you could experience it fully. Some of the songs you could see what's going behind, like, the orchestration, the music. And the sense of freedom is unbelievable because each one of us, we have our own experiences in life, right? And your experience will be so unique that will be different from what her experience is or my experience. My experience, I watch people and my own experience is there from both sides. So our stories will be very unique. Like your story will be unique, my story will be unique. My view of the world will be unique. Because if I take certain principles in my mind, I view the world through those principles. And the world also expects me to go on those, And so this story is actually a culmination of experiences and observations and the principles which I follow and the principles which I've tried to break it on the movie, And there are, formulas for karma. If you நல்லது பண்ணா நல்லது நடக்கும், கெட்டது பண்ணா கெட்டது நடக்கும். And some people, like English, there's one famous joke, no good deed goes unpunished. There's also there. So modern days karma theories are there, olden days karma theories are there. But what is the truth? When you experience, you know the truth. This is actually the truth. People say all these things, but I've experienced it. So this should be the truth. And same thing with love. And we've seen every movie is about love. Why should you come and watch this movie? So it's not about this guy is trying to woo this guy is already in love. That's how the movie starts. And so how do you attain what you want in life? நிறைய உளற போறேன், you watch it. அப்புறம் படத்துக்கு போகாம இருக்க போறீங்க, நான் கேட்டேன். I think so that is the reason. There's a sense of freedom. கேட்டது வந்து how do you feel because you're writing the own story? The sense of freedom because we could imagine anything and manifest it as a character. Like what if I wanted this particular song, and how do you make it fit in the movie? So both of us would mull around it and we'll sit and okay, can it come here, can it come there? And sometimes there'll be disagreements, and sometimes after a few days, and that's a good thing. Like, he questions everything which I tell, because he wants to question, like, why does it deserve to be on this movie and on this scene? And when I'm very strong, then he accepts. Sometimes he has a very strong opinion about certain ideas. He says, I don't think it will fit. And they say, yeah, fine, I think I agree, because I don't have many, reasons to defend my idea. Sometimes I don't know, this is very strong. Why? Because this is the ethos, this is how, it has to be done. And because I've not done this before, I had to have a sense of conviction, which is 5 times more than what people who have experienced. For me, everything, life is a teacher. And whatever movies I've seen, and also how do you take that art and articulate it in this story, without repeating anything which people have done, how to be kind of original with our thought. I think for anybody, even the biggest Vidwans, some of them I've met them, some of them say that I know only these 3 ragas. This is what my teacher taught. And to play this next raga, I'll take another 3-4 years, I think. Then I think I'll be ready. So it's not that everybody can play every raga. And some people they're mastered to tune, anything in a certain raga. Because, and வேற raga கொடுத்தா அவங்களுக்கு அப்படி தடுமாறுவாங்க, And some people have mastered more, I think, due to experience and yeah, they get the best teachers. So my experience, I think, film music, I might be wrong, but for me, my favorites were K.V. Mahadevan, M.S. Vishwanathan, adukaprom Rajesh Rao sollte Telugu music director. Many others, but these and Raja sir also has done some of the stuff in the most innovative way. So other than that, some of the amazing, like my favorite is Rajaratnam Pillai on Nadaswaram. I never could resonate with Todi Ragam, in Carnatic. But then I heard him to the pinnacle of Todi Ragam, I would say, what he's playing. He's played in 1950, there's a recording. And I remember, Chinna Vayasula there was a record of Rajaratnam Pillai with this two people standing in the Nadaswaram. And so when I was searching on YouTube, I found an interview of him in 1951 and a recording of it like some 1950s. And then you realize how certain people have taken a rag to the ultimate. To answer your question, I think my association or my affiliation towards ragas came from certain experiences. Some of the people whom I worked with, and there's one lady from O&M that time, she always insisted that I do things on ragas. And then I worked with another amazing director called Bapu, one Telugu project, and every episode he wanted me to tune on one raga. So he would play me something and then compose on this raga. So for 3 months I worked with him, actually changed my whole consciously going towards raga. So that Yaman, Puri Dhanashri, Sahana, Bhairavi, then there is Shankara, there is Sankarabharnam, there is Saraswati, there is Revati, there is Bhatia, North Indian, and then there is I think can keep going on. I've Vilaskhani Thodi to like was trying something a couple of years back, and of course there was a project which I was working based on only ragas. So each raga is a full movie. So 5-6 years of research on that had gone, but I was waiting for this movie to release to maybe work on it later. The whole team was put on hold. I said, let this movie come and let's see how it goes. I don't want to get into multiple things, and so I love doing music. If everything goes well, and then we'll probably continue with those kind of ideas. Because all this stuff is very risky. It is, but very exciting, because there's a whole generation waiting to see what could happen to if we dive into this. Any musician, முதல்ல நம்ம சின்ன வயசுல ஒரு certain music கேட்கும்போது இதுதான் நமக்கு பிடிச்ச, இதுதான் பெஸ்ட், எல்லா மியூசிக்கும் இப்படி தான் இருக்கணுன்ற மாதிரி. அப்புறம் நம்மளுக்கு கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வரும்போது இது நல்லா இருக்கே, இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் மியூசிக் வரும். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஃபைனலி நிறைய பேரோட ஜர்னி நான் பார்த்துட்டேன். அது 40 வயசு ஆனோன்னா கர்நாடிக் மியூசிக் நல்லா இருக்குல்ல, இதுல நம்ம பாரம்பரியம் இல்லை, இது ஃபோக் மியூசிக் நல்லா இருக்குல்ல சொல்லிட்டு we go back to our base and we realize the importance of coming back to our culture. And so இந்த மூவில பாத்தீங்கன்னா அப்படியே ஒரு ஃபிளைட் டேக் ஆஃப் ஆகுது இல்லை. ஒரு ஃபிளைட் இருக்கும்போது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எல்லாம் பெரிய பெரிய வீடா தெரியுது, அந்த வீடு ஸ்மாலா தெரியும், அப்புறம் இந்த சிட்டியே ஒரு டாட் மாதிரி தெரியுது, அதுக்கப்புறம் வெறும் கிளவுட்ஸ் தான் தெரியுது. ஸோ நம்மளுடைய எவல்யூஷனும் மைண்டும் அதே மாதிரி தான் நினைக்கிறேன். இல்லை முதல் எதெல்லாம் பெருசா இருக்கோ அதெல்லாம் சின்னதாகிடுது. And then we go into a space where we are beyond all this stuff. And இந்த படத்துல பார்த்தா சவுண்ட் ட்ராக்கும் அந்த கேரக்டர் ஆர்ட்ல தான் இருக்கும். லைக் முதல்ல ஒரு சிம்பிள் பாப் சாங், அப்புறம் it goes into punk rock, then it goes to jazz, then classical, and finally what happens is you see the movie. I never think 90s and 2000, and for me music is music, and it's about my emotion. You see some of the songs intentionally go back, like the Seeman the Pooh song, and then there's a Sai song, and there's a lullaby. And because I think that era of that sound is something very special to me also. I grew up with that kind of a melody and with that lyric, And then certain things are more modern and people don't, I think people don't care whether it's modern or old. They want, we always look forward to a tune which has got meaning in it. And if there's a deep meaning, the capsule of where it contains doesn't matter. But of course, in classical music, when you use all the gamakas and everything, it gives you a special, the whole tune making is different slightly. But all the modern tunes are based on chords, progressions, and then hooks, right? So this is probably the main. The fascination is because keyboard instrument has got certain limitation. You can produce many sounds, but with the bender, you won't get the gamakas of a veena player is doing, or sitar player, or shana player. And so the fingerboard was fascination because it could do, if you learn that, almost I've had it for now 14 years, I think. And the versions keep changing. The engine kept improving. Now there's a physical modeling engine on that. Physical modeling, now it models an acoustic instrument, like a string instrument or a reed instrument or a percussion. And it does so many changes. Sample now, it just copies one. It's just like Oru first in the Congo. It is just one single sound. It doesn't have multiple samples. So it is like a machine gun triggering the same thing again and again. But the fingerboard for each press has got more than like 1,000 different pressure sensitive modulations for the sound. It changes the frequency, it changes the resynthesis, it changes everything. The timbre, the volume, the vibrato. So it is probably more closer to an acoustic instrument. And that is why that fascination of, even though I've still not used it, even I've just probably used it for 5% of the thing, the promise of what you can do with it is immense. And the Maja platform actually, இப்போ வரல, அது almost ஒரு 10 வருஷமா மைண்ட்ல இருந்தது. அவங்ககிட்ட பேசும்போது பல விஷயம் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணோம். அவங்களும் இது பாசிபிள், ஏன்னா எல்லாருமே பெரிய பெரிய கம்பெனியில் ஒர்க் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. அண்ட் ஆல்சோ ஐடியல் குரூப் விச் ஃபைனான்ஸ்ட் 99 songs also involved in that. ஸோ நாங்கள் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு வில் ஸ்மித்தோட ஒரு மீட்டிங் ஒன்று பண்ணோம். இதெல்லாம் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க ஃபோட்டோகிராஃப். அப்போதான் அதில் ஆரம்பிச்சது, லைக் டு ஜாயின் வித் வில் ஸ்மித்தோட கம்பெனி அண்ட் ஆல் தட் ஸ்டார்டட். அதுக்கப்புறம் வி கேம் பேக். வந்த உடனே என்ன தோணுச்சுன்னா, நீங்கள் சொல்றீங்க பல கலாச்சாரம், நம்ம கலாச்சாரமே ஒரு வெர்ஷன் 1ல இருக்கு, அது எப்படி வெர்ஷன் 2க்கு இருக்கும்? லைக் வாட் கேன் வி டூ to present our own culture in a way where the world can see it? And so I think sometimes going regional is more international. And regional in the sense, not take what is there, already there, but how do you take it forward? நம்ம பேசுகிறோம், அந்த காலத்தில் நம்ம தாத்தா அப்படி பண்ணாங்க, அந்த காலத்தில் வந்து 500 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி பண்ணாங்க, 2000 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி தமிழ் ஆளுங்க அப்படி பண்ணாங்க, இதுதான் பேசிட்டு இருக்கோமே தவிர நம்ம என்ன பண்ணோம் நம்ம கேட்க மாட்டோம். லைக் how can we take that? How can we take our ethos? How can we take what is left and glorify it in a way where the whole world admires it? And it's very simple to say, but it's not just the music alone. It's the art, it's the dance, it's a collective many things coming together and making an impact. I think that way, the first song what the Arivu and Santosh Narayan and Amit Krishnan did was very unique. It kind of is very closer to what we're looking at. And so if the support is huge like this, definitely many other things are yet to come. And the foundation was this. How can we take, because when we don't have a statement, we are belittled by other people, because the reason is not them, the reason is us. We are being selfish, we're doing our own thing, we're all going, but collectively we can do something beautiful. Not fight, but do something beautiful. And beauty is actually a quality of God. Beauty is a quality of humanity. We go to a beautiful garden. From Singapore வரும்போது like இதெல்லாம் சொர்க்கமான்ற மாதிரி இருந்தது. Like coming from Tamil Nadu, seeing a whole new culture. I think it was 86 December or something. First time when I looked at Singapore from the flight was the first time I ever been abroad. And it's because of the beauty they created. Everything was so beautiful, clean, and then you realize like where we have to go. We were blaming the government, we were blaming this and that, but when artists and when individuals, come together and do something like a big statement, it inspires everybody. It inspires the government, it inspires our own people, it inspires the world to look at our culture in a very new way. We go to Vegas, we see a Cirque du Soleil. But now we are empowered with knowledge. Anything we want to learn, it's on the web, and we can take a course. Like unlike those days where there were walls built, we had to take a visa, we had to go abroad to learn things and come back, and then we never want to come back. We settle abroad. So here, so the philosophy behind Maja was that also empower these new people, these artists who are belittled. Music, music side or our doctor engineer. This is past society has been like this, and now things are changing, and we are all listening to music now free, literally. It's streaming. People are not buying CDs or cassettes or all the things and the commercial thing has changed completely. It's about consuming is completely different. It's almost like a tap water. You open everything comes in. And so for that musician, what does he gain? For giving his life, learning his art, and doing this demo, shooting this video, putting it on YouTube, how much does he get? But people want to give, they don't know how to give, right? If I like an artist, I subscribe to the channel, then I'm paying like $10 or something. And then if 5,000 people are subscribing to his channel, he gets $10 into $5,000. So that means he can make his video, he can make a beautiful life, and he's proud of his gift and his art. So we are moving towards something like that. We want to explore something like that where next time when your parents ask, how are you going to earn? Look at this. This is what he earns. This is how, there is this infrastructure set for this person who's a singer, who's a musician, and it's like a dream and hope it works. I think this is the idea, like Patreon or, all these things, which allows you to express. You don't have to follow somebody's rule. You just have to express yourself in the most beautiful way. And it'll be beautiful because your experiences, your learnings are very unique to other person. Each one of us have their own unique experiences and ideology and stuff like that. Just gratitude. I'm grateful for your support and for your love. And our team needs a lot of love because this movie releasing in 3 languages is pretty unique for a new face, new director, new writer like me. And so just need your support, spread the word, and let's make this a success so that we can do much more. God bless.